my creative stampers. How are you today? Happy Monday, everyone. So glad to be back with you for another card tutorial today. We're going to be using two card techniques to make today's card. For those of you who don't know me, you've just found me. My name is Christina Reese. This is Creating with Christina. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my Facebook page. Now, I'm going to be switching my time. I come live at 9 Central every week, but I think I'm going, next week I'm going to start coming in at 9:30 instead. And that might help our West Coast people just a little bit. If you're not quite an early bird at 7 in the morning, maybe 7:30 will be better. I'd like to push it further. The problem is I really only have the morning to do this. So 9:30 from now on, starting next week. So Wednesday and Friday will still be at 9 this week, but then next week we'll start at 9:30. All right. Oh, I forgot to switch over to my comments. Let me do that real quick. Come on. There we go. What else do we have? So switching to the 9:30, before we get started, let me switch to this view here because, whoops, no, here we go. There we go. My card class this month, the May card class, I'm using the Colors and Contour bundle and these in colors. Aren't they gorgeous? So this is the example of the cards that you'll be making. If you want more information about this card class, head over to creatingwithchristina.com. In the top menu bar, there is a tab, drop-down tab, shop with me, and you'll see my card class there, and you click on that card class. I'll give you all the information, all the stuff you get, all the prices, click button for PayPal, and if you don't use PayPal, just message me and we'll figure out something for you. But anyway, so that's the card class for the month of May. Also, oh my gosh, I can't believe that they are doing this. This is so awesome. Let me zoom in so you can see better. It's called Connect, Craft, and Collect. You want to connect with your friends, get together, do some crafting, get their orders together, and collect the additional Stampin' rewards this month. So this is for the month of May and half of June. The way our host program works is when you have a sales up to 150, you get 10% of that sale, so $15 in free product. Now, if your sales get up to 250, that's where it is switching over 10%, but you get the additional 25. So you'd get $25 for the 10% plus an additional 25. There'll be $50 in free product if your sales are up to 250. If your sales are up to 300, your Stampin' rewards increase to 12% of your sales and the additional 25. Also, don't forget, you could be your own host also. You could just put in an order for 300 and you would get these rewards also. So that's why we always tell you, if you're going to use my host code, which let me switch over and put that up there for you. So if you're using my host code to place an order, if you get to 150, you want to not use my host code. You want to be your own host and get your own Stampin' rewards, okay? So when you're using the May host code from me, I'm going to use the Stampin' rewards and give you a free gift. But anyway, so that all kind of gets confusing. But the real great winner here is at 600, they give you 16% of your sales, the extra 25, and a half price item also. Oh, and you get a half price item also if you get to 450, and that's 14% of your sales. So really great host program going on right now. But we also have a time to join Stampin' Up! And we have tons of people joining. Our Reese's Paper Pieces already have 3 new members for me, but my downline, Colleen and Debbie, they have signed some new people up too. So our little team is growing. It's a great time to join. Right now, instead of $125, you can choose $155 worth of product and only pay $99 plus tax, but you do get free shipping, you get business supplies, a free paper pumpkin, all kinds of stuff. So it's time to join also. So that's all the stuff that's going on. Let's make a card. Are you ready? Ready to make a card. Oh, Debbie Spicer says, we made it to Oregon. Glad to be back, but it is cold. Hey, Debbie, Oregon, y'all are sending your cold weather down here. I got a sweatshirt on today. Haha, Texas is cold too. Okay, must be cold all the way across our country today. let's make a card. So like I said, we're going to be using colors and contour. Let me zoom back out. Whoops, not in, out, out, out. Okay, there we go. Colors and contours today. I love this bundle. It has a coordinating die set. We're not using that today. And of course, I don't see it on my desk. I'm not sure what I did with it. But anyways, this is what we're using today. We're going to use this really cute outline stamp. And so today's card is great if you've got some really cool outline stamps. And this wonderful sentiment today, you're absolutely amazing. Now, I told you we're going to be doing 2 techniques today. The first technique we're going to jump into is ink blending. Now, I have 2 things set up here. The first one is my card layer. It's measuring at 3 7/8. I was going to just do, 3 and 3 7/8. I was going to cut it at 4, but 4 was, the border was too tiny. This is the layer that goes on the card base. 4 was too tiny, and 3 3/4 made it too fat. So I compromised and I put it at 7/8. So also that goes down here too. So instead of 5, it's 5 1/8. Now, this is the card base, traditional 8.5 by 5.5. What I've done so far is I've taken some painter's tape, low tack tape, and washi tape's thin, too thin. You might get your ink over here, so that's why I'm using the painter's tape. But if you don't have painter's tape, you could put Post-it notes here or something, just so that you don't get ink on this side of your layer or this side of your card, okay? Now, the 3 colors we're using today are Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, and Soft Succulents. These are 3 of our new ink colors. Aren't they gorgeous? Just love them. And we need blender brushes. So here are my blender brushes. They're a little stained, but they are not, they don't have any ink on them. They're just stained. That's okay. They still work great. I try to keep this pink stained one with my pinks and reds. So we have our polished pink here. And if you don't remember how I do, let me get this out of the way so we can see better. There we go. So the way I do inking, put my ink pad here, is I get ink on my brush. I just rub it around and get ink all over it. Okay. And then I start off where the scrap paper is back here, because see how it left that really dark mark there? And then I just lightly come on to where I want the color to show. Now, when you come up on an edge, sometimes you get a dark mark there. That's okay. No biggie, no biggie. Now, I don't need any more there on the card base because it's going to be covered up. Just this little edge is going to show. Okay, and now we're going to come over here. Okay, and we're just going to put in some pink here. Okay, love that. All right, and let's just make that a little darker. Okay. We're done with the pink. Now we're going to the pale papaya. Oh! Oh my gosh, be so careful when you have an ink pad. This is why we have handy wipes with us at all times to wipe up ink. Oh my goodness. Okay, pale papaya. I have my pale papaya brush here. Get a lot of ink on it. And like I said, start off on the paper and then come in. Oh, actually, you didn't even have to do the card base because you're not going to see it. I'm sorry, I totally forgot that. Here, let's come over here and do this one. There we go. Okay, that's looking good. And then we need our soft succulent. Now, the soft succulent, yes, I am going to want to get that on the card base. So this going here, and you just need it down here at the bottom because it's only going to show a little bit. Okay, we got any comments going on? Mima, the lowest. Oh my gosh, y'all are still talking about the weather. I love it. And Janet says, yes, she loves the new colors. Just use warm water gently under the faucet, then shake. Oh, you're talking about how to clean the blender brushes, I assume. The comments fly by and I can't read them unless I scroll back up, but I want to finish this card. So here we go. Do you love those colors together? I'm going to do a little more pale papaya there where the green came in. There we go. Yeah. All right. So now we have the ink blended. Debbie says she loves blending like this. It is a lot of fun, isn't it? All right. Now, like I said, I used painter's tape. Now, you still want to be careful when you peel it away. Peel it away from, don't go this way. This way you may pick up layers of the paper. This way is much better. And just very gently, not too tight, because you don't want to rip the paper. Even though it's low tack, it still sometimes catches the paper. And also pull it away. Oh no, oh, I'm not happy. Oh, I got ink over there. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Ooh, I wasn't careful. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's not good at all. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I can fix this mess. It wasn't exactly part of the card plan, but I will fix it. What I'm going to do is cut some, oh, and I did it on this one too. All right, I will remember to cover up all of the card base, not just the painter's tape area. So y'all are learning a new trick here. Okay, that one turned out great. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, this one, well, actually I probably do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some white paper, white card base, cardstock here. All right, and I'm gonna cut a piece. I really didn't want to, but I'm gonna have to cut a piece and cover it. Oh, see, the problem is it makes a layer there, and I wanted it to be flush across. Well, or I could just cut this out and put it on here. No, no, no. Oh, I'm not happy. We're just gonna have to do the best we can, right? Oh, so where's my tape runner? And I am going to put the tape right on the edge. Try to get this to lay as flat as I can. Okay, whoa, come here. Okay, flip it over. Oh, good morning, Marty. We're already making mistakes this morning. I didn't cover up my cardstock enough when I was blending, and I didn't want to start over, so we're covering up our mistake now. Okay. Like I said, we learn a lot in this class, don't we? There we go. All right, so now this is going to go on here like this. Oh, I didn't trim this side. This side needs to be trimmed. I forget how much it was. Oh, wait a minute. It's right. Oh, you know what I did? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so I totally messed up. Well, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this again. Okay, see what I did when I marked off this side? I marked off a 1/2 inch, but I marked off a 1/2 inch here also, but because this was trimmed, it doesn't match up. So, quickly make another base. Don't y'all love crafting with me in this early morning with all these mistakes? Ah! All right, so I'm going to be putting my tape. There's get my piece of washi tape here. And, okay, I'm gonna use my grid paper so I can make sure it goes in the right place. All right, here we go. So we have it in the grid paper. All right, and we wanna make sure this piece is where we want it. About right there. So if I go there, nope, it's too much. Okay, so it's halfway between this 1/4 inch mark. All right, there we go. And then we just come down here. And of course my tape's not long enough, and I tore the paper. Oh, are we having a morning this morning or what? Woohoo! Oh, thank goodness for other sides. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. Okay. One more time. Okay. All right. So it doesn't have to be perfect because it is the base and it's going to be covered up. But and I do know that it was an 1.5 inches, I believe. Yes, it was 1.5 inches. So let me get another piece of tape. Actually, let's just use this piece. So I'm measuring again. 1, 2, or 1.5, I mean. There we go. And come down here. All right, now that I have that, let me quickly, and I probably still have enough ink on here. Yes, I do. Just to get some quick color there. And where's my soft succulent? There it is. Okay. Not much soft succulent left on there, is there? Ah, stay. Okay, now like I said, be careful when you tear it off. There we go. Oh, I can't believe I did it again. Okay, well, it's good enough, right? It's good enough. Okay, now that matches up. There we go. Debbie says, you're just fine. We love regardless of everything. I know, except I just took 15 minutes to do something that should have taken us 5 minutes, but that's okay. All right, let me get the card base out of the way and let's finish this up. So now we're going to do, so we did ink. Now we're going to do heat emboss. So get your heat emboss buddy out and get powder all over it. Wipe it all off. There we go. Of course, my paper slides everywhere. There we go. Now, get our Versamark, our sticky ink, and our daisy. Okay. And we're going to stamp all over this thing. So we're going to go here. And then here. And here. It's sticking to my pad. That's funny. And one more right. There. That's good. All right. We're good. Now, one more thing, and that is the sentiment. You are amazing, because we want it in gold also. Now, I have the daisy there and the daisy there, so you are amazing has to kind of go in between those two. Actually, no, we're going to put it up here. Yeah. Right there. It's a good place for it. Okay, now that you have it all stamped, cover up your Versamark. You do not want to get gold powder in your Versamark. And get something to catch your powder. All right, now. And I just dump it all on there. Turn it over. Looks good. Put that to the side. Get your jar out. Put all your powder back in. Oh, and the best thing, if you do get powder anywhere, the best thing to clean up this stuff are those Swiffer wipes. Here, I'll show you what I mean if you're not familiar with Swiffer wipes or Swiffer dusters. This thing here, this picks up all the dust. It's just beautiful. Okay, get out my heat embossing gun. And remember, when you use a heat embossing gun, do not get it near your work area. Pull it away from you. And don't get it too close to your card. Close enough to where the heat will melt the embossing powder, but not so close that you burn your paper. Okay, so as soon as it starts to melt, and you can tell when it's melting, it gets all shiny. you're done with that area and you can move on. Okay, and then just kind of look at it in the light and make sure, like here, I didn't get it all right there. It needs to be heated up some more. There we go. Come on, it's burning my little finger. That's the other thing, don't let it burn your finger. Oh my goodness, almost done. There it goes. Perfect. Whew. And now, and of course it warps a little bit, but you can just kind of bend it while it's still hot and make it lay down again. There we go. Now get your base. We're going to put that on. That really needs to be darker, but oh well. And of course we're going to put this up on dimensionals. Snip that and snip that and snip that one in half. Flip this over. Oops, come here. All right, so a couple of mistakes that you have to fix is when you're covering up your white card layer and your card base, be sure that you completely cover it so you don't accidentally get ink where you don't want it. So I didn't cover it up enough and we made some mistakes there. The other thing is, remember when you're using a heat gun, it is super hot. It will melt your cutting mats. It will burn your paper. It will burn your fingers. So be careful with your heat gun, okay? And last but not least, measure correctly. measure twice, cut once. Because when I didn't pull this part over enough. And of course you don't have to have it go over the edge. I just thought it would look really cool to have it kind of go over the edge. There we go. And we are finished with today's card. So isn't that pretty, that gold embossing on that rainbow ink? I just love that. So there you go. That's today's card tutorial for you. I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember the card class over on my blog. Let me pull those out for you one more time. So these are the cards that come in this month's card kit class. And if you're not familiar with card kit classes, you pay me and I take the money. I buy all the supplies. I write up the tutorials. I make some videos. I send it all back to you and you get to make cards with me. And I've got everything all prepped for you. So it's a lot of fun. Okay. Wait, down, down, up, over. You all have a blessed day. Love you so much. Remember, next week we're going to start at 9:30. Wednesday, it will be at 9, and we are doing our card challenge. So you've had 2 weeks to get your card challenge in. If you have not, don't forget it's a seaside theme. So make a card with the sea, with the ocean, beachfront, whatever, and post it on the challenge, and we'll spin and see if you are a lucky winner. All right, you guys, thanks so much again for watching, and y'all have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.